Hi friends, welcome back to yet another TdF Tuesday. This is our third installment and I have been bad. So normally I try to get my TdF Tuesdays, my videos, to go from Tuesday through the following Monday, and then I release it on Tuesday so that you can see what I've been working on. Well, today is currently Friday and I am just filming the intro for this video. So yeah, it's been a rough week. Not like in any like actually bad sense, I guess. It's just I have this really hard project that I've been working on for work, and it's taken up a lot more time than I wanted it to. One of the benefits of being able to work for myself and to freelance is that I can accept whatever projects I want to, and I can say no to whatever projects I want to. So usually I can be pretty good about, like, if that looks like it might be biting off more than I can chew and it's not going to fit into my schedule at the moment, I can say no and ask, you know, look for something else. But this time it seemed like an easy project, and then there was a big problem, and it happens all the time. But something that I thought was gonna be about, I don't know, maybe 25 hours worth of work is taking me upwards of 40 hours worth of work. Probably significantly more than that even. And it's fine, but I didn't plan for that. So I'm pooped, I'm just exhausted, and then I have a lot of dyeing that I need to do, which is fantastic, and I've been working in my new office, which is also very exciting, but I'm stinking pooped. And I know I said I really wanted to scour a fleece with you this week, and oh my gosh, I still really want to scour a fleece with you this week, but I just don't think it's gonna happen. One, because I'm super tired. Two, because you can't really see, but I'm wearing my back brace. I'm just, it would be silly for me to go lifting buckets of water in this condition. I feel okay, but like, I just know that that would be a silly decision. And three, because I have a bunch of yarn that I need to dye, and I think that probably should take precedence, you know? I should probably get the yarn that all of you lovely people are waiting for out the door before I go do some scouring. That would just be for fun for me. So I will try again next week once I'm caught up on my dyeing. Maybe I'll take you along on a scouring journey, or, you know, if we don't get to it in Tour de Fleece, then next time I scour something, I will just do a little video about that and I can take you along with me. This has been an incredibly long introduction, but here's what has happened in the past couple of days. Firstly, I finished my bobbin of My Bad, and I love it. I did not get it done as quickly as I had hoped that I would get it done. So I guess right now we're on day 14, right? If today's Friday, it started on 2 Saturdays ago, so we would be on day 14 of the Tour de Fleece. Wow, that feels fast. And I have spun 10 ounces, so I'm quite behind on my 1 ounce a day goal, but that's okay because I'm on track on my doing what I wanted to goal, so if that makes any sense. So both of these are done and ready to be plied together. I might start plying them tonight, depending on what we end up doing. We might go out and see a movie. If we don't go out and see a movie, then we'll be in and watching a movie, and then I will ply. So we'll see. This weekend is also a little festival in our town, so I'll have a little bit more time out of the house, so I won't be doing as much spinning, but I don't see why this wouldn't be plied before the end of the weekend and turned into a lovely skein of yarn, and I can't wait to see what it ends up looking like and how much yarn I have and all that kind of stuff so that I can figure out what I want to do next. And then what you've been seeing me playing with this whole time is my completed Ohana fiber mill yarn. So I'm really sorry. I feel bad because I kind of wanted to sit down and show you a little bit of me working on this chain plying, but then I got like nervous about trying to remember how to do it and getting set up, and then it wasn't as bad as I thought it was, and then I just kind of like got into a groove and I just didn't film any of it, so I'm sorry. It was fun. It was, it took me a little bit to get back into the groove, into like the rhythm of it. I had some issues with, honestly, like my biggest issue was tensioning my bobbin on my Lazy Kate. I thought I had heard from a couple different places that tensioning your bobbin can be really helpful so that you're not just having like yarn kind of looping up on itself and getting stuck. So I was trying that. I usually don't ever tension things on my Lazy Kate. So I was trying that and I just couldn't find the right like balance of tension from that and tension on my wheel and whatever. And then I eventually did. I figured it out. I fell right into the groove and it was all good. I just couldn't like get myself comfortable, and it wasn't like causing problems. I think I only snapped the yarn twice throughout this, and that's because it was like a really thin spot of the yarn, and I, you know, it probably shouldn't have been that thin. But I just, so like my issues with my tension or tensioning those things was not causing any problems. It just wasn't as like comfortable and fluid for me as I would have wanted it to be. But we figured it out eventually. So I got this skeined up this morning and soaked it and took it out of the bath and put it in the spin dryer. Snapped it. What I usually do, I always just snap my yarn. I just go like this. And then I like rotate and do it again, you know. And it works beautifully. I got 224 yards of a 3-ply, I'm gonna say sport weight. I need to wait for it to like truly completely dry before I like really look at the wraps per inch of this. But just by eyeballing it, I'm gonna say sport weight. It's a little bit thicker than a fingering, but I feel like it's not quite a DK. But I could probably, it's probably plump enough that I could knit it at a DK weight gauge if I wanted to. So there's that. What has this helped me to decide moving forward with my Shetland bats? I don't freaking know. I don't freaking know. I was hoping that this would help me out making a decision on what I wanted to do, but it has not, because if I got 224 yards from 4 ounces and I have 11 ounces of my bats of the Shetland, I'm going to end up with 224, 448, 600, I don't know, just shy of 700 yards basically. And that makes me sad. I want a little bit more. I think I'm kind of hoping, I was kind of hoping to get about like maybe 800 yards of DK weight yarn for the pattern, the design that I'm thinking of. That's what I would love to have. Now, of course, I can pivot. I don't have to use the yarn that I make with my bats for that. I can also do fingering weight instead of DK. I can also sample and check grist and all that kind of stuff, but I'm probably not going to because I don't like it. So I don't know. I think I'm probably just going to, I have 3 bobbins for my shacked sidekick. I'm probably just gonna fill them all up as much as I can. And then if I decide to do a 3-ply, I won't have to do chain ply. I can just 3-ply them all together. I could just do a 2-ply, but I don't really want to for what I'm thinking of. But I think I also just need to take a look at how things start spinning up with the bats, because I think I tend to spin fluffier yarn from bats. So anyway, I don't know if that made any sense or was helpful at all to me or to you. I think I'm just gonna start spinning and having fun and stop worrying about it so much. I think that's what I really need right now. I'm so tired and stressed and just worn out. Like, again, I'm fine. I'm not like, everything's totally fine. I just like would love a nap or like a cup of coffee. That's all. I'm okay. But I think probably what my brain and body really just need is to have some fun. So I think I'm just gonna stop worrying about it, and I'm gonna spin, and I'm gonna just enjoy myself and have a good time. So I'm gonna hang this back up to finish drying. I'm going to get these ready for plying, but who knows when I will start this, and I'll check in soon. Hopefully I will be better about keeping you posted on what's going on for the next couple days. Hello, friends. This week is kicking my butt. It's fine. It's fine. It's just, there's a bunch of stuff that's going on in our lives, and everything is fine and good and whatever. There's nothing wrong, but Joe and I are just freaking pooped. We are absolutely pooped. We're trying to get a lot of stuff done, and like nothing's going easily, if that makes sense, you know? Just when you're trying to do something and just like everything goes wrong every step of the way. That's kind of what the past week has been for us, and we're just pooped and want to take naps. So this has probably not been the most engaging of TdF Tuesday updates, but okay, yep. Shandy's really upset right now because normally her bed is right over here, but I have it moved in the new office so that she can keep me company while I'm putting up wallpaper. Otherwise she won't settle down while I'm doing that. But right now I'm sitting in here, I'm not in there, so she won't settle down in here. We're not gonna be here for very long, so she's just gonna have to deal with it. Anyway, let's recap where we're at and what we got done this week. So I finished my Ohana fiber mill spin. This, I got 224 yards, and it is measuring at about a sport weight. I can probably knit it to a DK gauge because I think it's like plump enough that it will fill in. So that is done. And then I finished this. I did try to film a little clip of me winding up the yarn, or like hanging it up. We'll see. Honestly, I don't know if I was even in frame. So you might have seen that, you might not. This I'm struggling hardcore to do. It's still a tiny bit damp. It's not quite dry yet because I soaked it yesterday. Well, that does not look good. That doesn't look good. Okay, we're gonna hold it up like this and you're just gonna look at it this way. This is my finished My Bad and Meh spin, and I love it. But here is my problem. I have 574 yards. And I double checked. I used my yarn counter that I have from Dreaming Robots, and I just like counted the strands. I have 574 yards. I think, so it just like really, really, really plumped up, which is cool. I mean, it's merino, so yeah, that makes sense. It's just really plump, and it's great. It's fantastic yarn. I love it so much. The only problem is that in my head, I was like, oh my gosh, you know what I really want to make with this? I want to make the Flirt Skirt Light by Claire Jackson of Perfectly Knotted. And, well, that's a fingering weight pattern that this clearly is not, and it uses significantly more than 574 yards. So, I'm kind of devastated, and I need to figure out how to pivot, but I don't know how to pivot because I was really set on doing that. So, if you have any thoughts on what neon atrocity I should make with this amazing yarn, let me know. Yeah, I was like, do I want to design something? Because I just really wanted it to be a skirt. I don't know. I don't know. I love it, but I'm also sad because I was like prepared to be like winding it up and casting it on today. But such is life, you know? I mean, it's my own fault because I just let the yarn do what it wants, and I don't, what's it called? Sample or check grist or anything like that. And I just wanted it to be what it wanted to be. And so that's, you know, that was my decision. So I shouldn't be upset, but I am a little bit. Anyway, speaking of pivoting, the only thing that I have left in my Tour de Fleece goals is this Shetland. And I was planning on spinning this on my Shacked Sidekick, and I've been thinking and thinking and thinking about that. And I was talking to Joe about it last night, and I think I'm going to spin this on my electric eel wheel 6, because I think I was striving for this like perfect, you know, I prepped this fiber from the sheep, and then it would be this kind of like poetic whatever to spin it on my wheel that's like more old-fashioned than the e-spinner, and it would be this amazing journey to take you on, and that's true. It would be really fun. However, I'm having a bad week and my back is hurting and I'm so tired and stressed out and want to spin but haven't been spinning have been avoiding my sidekick because sitting here in this chair working on it makes my back hurt more, and like, it's not just sitting in this chair, like, I don't have a place that I could sit that doesn't hurt to work on this wheel. And I finally said, screw it. What's more important? Having that picture perfect, oh my gosh, she did this entire thing by hand, or having fun and feeling good. I think it's that one. So hopefully you will forgive me for not using my sidekick, but it's spin or don't spin at this point in time, and I really stinking want to spin. So I need to abandon that idea of perfection that I had in my head and realize that it's not that big of a deal what I use to spin this, as long as I am happy in the end. So I have a lot of dyeing that I still need to do. I have yarn soaking right now, ready to, or getting ready to be dyed. I have about 30 more minutes before that is ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself set up on my eel wheel. I'm gonna spin for about 30 minutes and I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna have a blast, and it's gonna be fun, and I'm gonna love it, and I can't wait to show you how it turns out. So this is basically gonna be all that we have left for Tour de Fleece. Right now I'm filming this on, today is Monday the 21st as I'm wrapping up this video. Tour de Fleece ends on the 27th. So I have 6 bats. Theoretically, I could, if I could spin a bat a day, that would be cool, but I doubt it. But you know what? We're just gonna do what we can. We're gonna do what we can, we're gonna see what happens, and we are going to have fun, because that's what matters. Anyway, I will see if I can film a little clip of how this is looking, what I get to today, but other than that, I am signing off because I have a lot to do and a lot of fun to have. So until next week, take care of you, and I will see you later. Bye. Here's where I got today. I'm loving this spin, and I'm really glad I just decided to have fun.